baseballs, baseballs, baseballs. We got baseballs in the corner.
집안 곳곳 쌓아둔 야구공을 꺼내는 한 남자가 있다.
This whole bag is baseballs.
직업적인 볼 수집가인 잭햄플, 미국에선 볼 호크라고 불리는데 매처럼 공을 낚아챈다는 뜻이다. 볼 호크들 중에서도 잭햄플은 기록면에서 독보적이다.
I've never met anybody that loves the game of baseball as much as Zach does.
Zach was in Kansas City in 2009. He was kind of the inspiration behind me starting.
A gentleman and a scholar and an amazing lover.
So I don't mind losing sleep or being tired, you know, completely worn out. My feet hurt sometimes. I'll get sunburned. It's just, I love it. What can I say? This is what I do and it's what I love.
12살 꼬마에게 다가온 아찔했던 야구공 사냥의 첫 기억. 그리고 시작된 끈질긴 집념과 도전. 무려 5,000개가 넘는 메이저리그 야구공을 낚아챈 놀라운 신기록의 주인공이 됐다. 메이저리그 최고의 야구공 수집가 잭햄플의 별난 인생 이야기가 시작된다. 맨해튼에서 만난 잭햄플, 오늘도 바쁜 걸음을 옮기고 있다. 최고의 야구공 사냥꾼으로 야구팬들 사이에선 유명인사. 일명 야구장의 매로 불리는데 메이저리그 경기장 안에서 야구공 잡기가 그의 직업이다.
The stadium opens usually a couple hours before the game starts, and the players will be out on the field taking batting practice. And that's when I catch most of my baseballs. So I want to make sure that I'm the first one in or one of the first people in, so I can run out to the outfield and get a head start on the competition.
곧 입장이 시작될 모양이다. 잭은 문이 열리자 냅다 달리기 시작한다. 그리고 옷을 갈아입고 사냥 준비에 나선다. 경기장 안에서는 연습이 한창. 공수집에는 파울볼, 홈런볼뿐만 아니라 연습볼도 포함된다. 분주한 잭. 선수들의 시선을 잡으려는 것인데 결국 잭의 모습을 발견한 한 선수가 공을 던져준다.
You want this one?
연습공 중 상당수는 꼬마 팬들에게 선물하는데 자신이 첫 공을 잡았을 때의 기쁨을 어린이들과도 나누고 싶기 때문이다.
I'm not a Rays fan. Just wearing that crap to get baseballs. Didn't really work too well today, though. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Everything you see here is probably
한 경기당 그가 얻는 공은 평균 10여 개. 무려 32개의 공을 한꺼번에 수집한 기록도 있다.
This is nothing compared to what I have. This is my
그 많은 공 중에도 특별한 공은 따로 보관한다.
This one is Barry Bonds' 724th career home run. This is a Robinson Cano grand slam from the first year of the new Yankee Stadium. This was a ball that I caught during the home run derby this year in Phoenix, just last month. This was my 1,000th ball. This is my 4,000th ball. The Barry Bonds home run is probably worth, well, at the time that I caught it, it was probably worth $5,000 to $10,000. The final Mets home run at Shea Stadium, if anything, this one is just still going up in value. I would think this might be worth $10,000 or more.
그의 이색적인 공잡기는 미국에서도 큰 관심을 불러일으켰고 유명 방송에 출연 요청도 쇄도했다.
Campbell has snagged 3,763 balls from 44 different major league ballparks. This thing where the kid is going, your hand goes out and grabs it first, and then you give it to the kid?
Yes, I'll catch balls and hand them right
So
over.
you'll step over a little kid to get the ball.
I knock him over all the time. It makes it twice as fun.
How crowded it is and how strict security is.
어떻게 이렇게 많은 공을 잡을 수 있었던 걸까? 잭은 치밀한 분석과 예측이 만든 노력의 결과물이라고 말한다. 결코 행운이나 우연은 아니라는 것. 잭이 자신의 노하우를 공개하겠다고 한다.
So I have to find Miguel Cabrera so I can do a
기본은 자료 분석에서 시작된다. 투수와 타자에 대한 공개 자료 사이트를 통해 정보를 얻는다. 디트로이트 타이거즈 팀의 내야수이자 홈런 타자인 미가엘 카브레라의 이름을 치자 이번 시즌에 그가 친 홈런의 차트가 나타난다. 점으로 보이는 것이 공이 떨어진 지점. 비교적 분포 범위가 넓다는 것을 알 수 있다.
And again, you have the range ring. So there have been a few that have only traveled 360 feet. And look, he hit one up here that went more than 450 feet. He hits home runs to left field. He's hit a few to center. He's hit some to right field. So he's hard to predict. He's hitting balls all over the place. Now, I don't need this website to tell me to play deep for Miguel Cabrera. Just simply following baseball and knowing about the sport and seeing him in batting practice, I can determine where he's going to hit the ball. He's 6'4" and weighs about 250 pounds. So the guy is a monster. And you watch him in batting practice, he crushes balls, you know, where baseballs shouldn't even be landing. I mean, he hits with ridiculous power.
공을 잡는 데엔 현장 노하우도 중요한 변수이다. 그 첫 번째, 반드시 글러브를 준비한다.
Mets, Dodgers, you know, I have all the t-shirts here. Pirates, Blue Jays, Cardinals, Marlins. We got the White Sox.
해당 팀의 유니폼과 모자를 착용하는 것도 노하우 중 하나. 연습 시간 선수에게 공을 받을 때 유리하기 때문이다. 기동력을 높이기 위해서 반드시 복도 쪽에 자리를 잡는다. 그리고 경기 내내 쉴 새 없이 뛰어다녀야 행운의 확률을 높일 수 있다.
All the data in the world from Home Run Tracker is great, and that can help me refine my strategy a little bit, but 95% of it or 99% of it, it's up here. I've played baseball my whole life, I've watched baseball my whole life. I know how big these guys are, how strong they are. I know how far a wood bat is capable of hitting a baseball traveling in excess of 90 miles an hour. I mean, there are certain human limitations. With 1,360
그는 한국인 메이저리거에 대해서도 자세히 분석하고 있다. 우리에게 친근한 한 선수의 이름을 가리킨다.
And if you scroll down here just a little bit,
바로 추추 트레인이라는 별명을 가진 클리블랜드의 외야수 추신수 선수이다.
Right there. How about that? Shin-Soo Choo. He's awesome. He hits well, he fields well, he throws well. That's a well-rounded ball player, and he's hit 8 home runs this year. You can see his home run balls landed. So he hit one to straightaway right field that went about 400 feet. He hit a couple to right center, a couple more to center. Wow, that was a blast right there. That one probably went about 440, 435. And then he hit a few to left field, left center. So he hits them all over the place.
또 한 명의 한국인 메이저리거 박찬호 선수에게는 잊지 못할 기억이 있다.
I caught Barry Bonds' 724th career home run on the fly, and look who the pitcher was. Chan-Ho Park. So it was also a very special moment. I'm sorry that it happened to come at his expense, but it's just another example of my connection to Korean baseball, I suppose.
그 밖에도 김선우, 구대성 등 한국인 메이저리거들의 기록을 보여주는 잭. 갑자기 재미난 제안을 내놓는다.
If he has a nice bounce back year next year, maybe hits 25 home runs, he'll still be a little bit short. But yeah, the year 2013, I'm on it. Shin-Soo Choo. I'm going to call it now. I'm going to try to catch his 100th career home run, and if I do, I'm going to give that ball back to him.
유난히 야구를 좋아하던 한 꼬마가 있었다. 크면서 자연스레 야구 선수의 꿈을 키웠다. 그리고 12살 때 야구장에 갔던 소녀는 우연히 메이저리그 공을 잡았고 야구에 대한 열정은 더욱 커졌다.
My lifelong dream was to be a Major League Baseball player, and you know, unfortunately, that dream fell a little bit short. I played up into college a little bit, so I decided to quit. It was Division III. There really weren't any scouts at the games, and it just didn't seem worth it to sit on the bench all day. So I gave it up. I didn't end up playing professional baseball, but you know, a lot of people fall short on their dreams, and I'm still having a lot of fun and doing stuff that I love. So.
자신이 사랑하는 일이 결국 직업이 된 잭. 그래서인지 늘 에너지가 넘친다.
It is my breakfast and my lunch. And unfortunately, this is how a lot of meals go for me. Don't really have time to stop and sit around and eat. Everything is like bang, 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 gotta rush. So, you know, I'm gonna start eating right now. Why not?
이런 잭을 묵묵히 지켜봐줬던 사람이 있었다.
Hello.
바로 그의 어머니. 대학 졸업 후 볼 호크, 공 수집가가 된다고 했을 때 부모들은 깜짝 놀랐다고 한다.
It was a problem because my husband wanted Zach to go out and get a job. Get a job. I don't care what it is, get a job. And he and I would have a lot of arguments about this.
지금은 돌아가신 아버지의 반대에도 불구하고 어머니는 끝까지 잭을 믿고 지지해줬다.
Because I felt that Zach was very unusual. I thought he was very brilliant, you know, but his passion was so enormous. It was not just that he likes it, it was a need. A lot of young people aren't sure what they want to do. And they could use a push or some help. But he really, there was no second choice for him. So we let him do it.
자식의 선택을 믿고 지켜봐준 어머니가 없었다면 볼 호크의 새로운 역사를 쓰고 있는 야구장 최고의 매라 불리는 잭도 없었을 것이다. 그의 든든한 후원자가 돼준 가족들. 그들이 있어 잭햄플은 오늘도 야구장을 누빈다. 신념과 노력. 그렇게 잭은 믿어준 어머니를 실망시키지 않았다.
These five tubs all have baseballs, more. Three, and these are all filled with balls, every one of them. And we thought, well, once he gets 1,000, he's going to stop. That's it. It's a big number, and he's going to stop. Didn't. So he just kept going and going and going, and he's still going, and he's become quite an authority and quite a terrific reputation because he's the what they call the go-to guy when there's a question about snagging baseballs or so on.
1등만 인정받고 살아남는 것이 아니라 선수도 감독도 심판도 아니지만 메이저리그에서 당당히 이름값을 하고 있는 잭. 다양성의 가치를 인정하는 사회였기에 가능한 일이었다. 그리고 거침없이 뚜벅뚜벅 걸어간 20년 세월은 적어도 자신의 분야에서만은 최고의 전문가를 만들었다.
There's a lot of interesting stories that can be told, and there's a lot of differences between balls. This is the current baseball that's now used in the major leagues. It says official Major League Baseball on it. These balls have been used since the year 2000. A ball like this, not only is the color of the stamping different, this is navy blue and this is black, this says official ball National League. This ball has light blue stamping. It's an official American League ball. And the signature is Gene A. Budig, so that was the second half of the 1990s. I didn't write this on this ball, SF, because this ball belonged to the San Francisco Giants. And a lot of teams mark their baseballs to basically keep track of them to prevent their players and employees from stealing them and getting them signed. Like, this is an All-Star Game ball from the year 2000. It says official 2000 All-Star Game. It has a different logo. Also, this ball is stitched with multicolored stitches, red and black. The reason why is because the Atlanta Braves hosted the 2000 All-Star Game at Turner Field, and the Braves' colors are red and black.
잭햄플과 같은 별난 인생이 성공할 수 있었던 배경에는 미국인들의 특별한 야구 사랑도 한 몫을 차지한다.
We're driving from New York City up to Cooperstown, New York. It's about a 4-hour drive to visit the Hall of Fame.
인구 2,000명에 불과한 작은 도시 쿠퍼스타운. 주말이면 이곳은 사람들로 북적인다. 야구의 성지라고도 불리는데 170년 전 이 작은 산골 마을에서 야구의 규정이 처음 만들어졌다고 전해지기 때문이다. 1842년 미국 최초의 야구 경기가 열리기도 했던 곳. 현재는 박물관과 전시장 그리고 각종 상점들이 야구 팬들을 맞이한다.
2,000 to 3,000 a day. Over the summer, of course, it's more than the winter. So factor that in, maybe 50,000 a month. Yeah. Well, it's like America's past time, present time, and future. Baseball brings families together, connects generations. You see old people there, you see younger people. It's just a great all-around experience in general.
미국인들에게 야구는 미국의 역사와 동의어이다. 비록 230년의 짧은 역사를 갖고 있지만 야구만큼은 170년이라는 세계 최고의 전통을 만들어가고 있기 때문이다. 그 자부심의 중심에 명예의 전당이 있다. 이곳에 입성하기 위해선 엄격한 심사 기준을 통과해야 하는데 기록은 기본이고 인간성과 사생활도 고려 대상이다. 메이저리그에서 10년 이상 뛴 선수들이 중심이 되지만 감독 또는 메이저리그에 기여한 방송 캐스터와 기자도 멤버가 될 수 있다.
This is amazing. This is like the promised land for the world of baseball.
모두 289명이 이곳에 이름을 올렸다.
This is my guy right here. Ripken Jr., my all-time favorite player. I got to meet him just last month and talk to him one-on-one for about 4 minutes. I was a shortstop growing up. He was a shortstop. All he wanted to do was be on a baseball field all the time, play every day. That's how I always felt as a player.
2632경기 연속 출장, 철인이라는 별명을 가진 전 미국인들의 야구 영웅 중 한 명이다. 이곳에서는 1800년대 당시 초기 야구 물품들도 전시 중이다. 35,000점의 기념물, 260만 점의 신문, 사진류 등이 소장돼 있고 이 중 일부를 공개하는데 진기한 자료도 보인다.
When he was sold to the Yankees by the Red Sox. No, but I was quoted on the back of that book.
야구에 관련된 것이라면 없는 것이 없다는 쿠퍼스타운. 이곳엔 재기지필한 야구 서적도 있다. 그러나 매진이다.
Watching baseball smarter. Yes, sold out.
All right, so these are my 3 books. How to Snag Major League Baseballs, Watching Baseball Smarter, and The Baseball. This book came out in 1999. It's just basically a guide that teaches people how to go to a game and how to catch a baseball. I wrote this when I was 19. I had not even declared English as my college major. And looking back at this book now, I'm kind of embarrassed by it. I really don't think it's written well. I said some stupid things in here. So I would actually tell people, don't buy this book. This book, don't buy it. We're going to get rid of that book. Now, these 2 books are great. This one is called Watching Baseball Smarter. It came out in 2007. There's history in here, there's strategies, there's anecdotes, there's some funny stuff. And, you know, I just try to explain the game to people and help them have a few laughs in the process. This is my new one, The Baseball. It came out this year, March of 2011. And it's basically an entire book about the actual baseball itself. A book about baseballs. So these are the 3 books. A lot of sweat and tears went into this. I don't know about blood, but, you know.
1년에 메이저리그 야구장을 찾는 팬은 무려 7천만 명. 명예의 전당을 찾는 사람도 5만에서 10만 명이나 된다. 이러한 조변이 있었기에 잭의 성공은 가능했고 이것이 바로 미국 야구의 힘일 것이다. 며칠 후 한 야구 연습장에서 잭을 다시 만났다. 함께 있는 사람들은 제2의 잭햄플을 꿈꾸는 아마추어 볼 호크, 야구공 사냥꾼들.
About 2 years ago, it's for people that go to the baseball games and try to catch balls. We've got about over 200 members on the site, and it's been going. This is our 3rd year. Yeah, I mean Zach is pretty much our top ball hawk on the website. Over 5,000 balls this season. He's got over 600 balls this year. So he was pretty much the inspiration for me starting the site.
직업으로 하진 않더라도 공을 잡는 일에 열정과 노력을 다하려는 볼 호크들이 잭을 중심으로 늘어나고 있다.
Oh no!
몇 주 후 디트로이트에서 잭을 다시 만났다. 그는 지금 긴 여행 중이라고 한다.
Well, I think this is the 10th day of my 3.5-week road trip, and pretty much staying in a different hotel every night, just depending on what deals we can find.
1년에 한두 달 원정 사냥길. 오랜만에 만난 잭이 신기한 것을 보여주겠다고 나섰다.
And stretch it over the glove. And around the flap outside the pocket. Take the marker. Stick it inside the glove to prop it open. And then comes the fun part. Gotta make sure this is not too tight. Here we go. Out comes the string. And up comes the ball. That's what I'm talking about. So, hopefully I'll get to use this today at Comerica Park here in Detroit.
준비할 것도 많다.
Detroit, Michigan. Partly sunny, 68 degrees, high of 76. So, got the glove, hats. We'll pack these hats.
양 팀의 모자와 티셔츠를 꼼꼼히 챙기고
T-shirt. Now, this is
당일 출전 명단표도 사전에 꼭 체크해야 한다. 팀별 코치, 선수 명단과 특이사항도 기억해둔다. 그리고 해당 경기장의 고유한 특징을 미리 알아두는 것도 잊지 말아야 한다. 홈과 경기장 끝까지의 거리, 홈런과 파울이 자주 나오는 위치 등이 반드시 고려해야 할 것들.
Some curved lines. Basically, if you go to certain spots in the stands, you can see how many balls land there and how far you are from home plate. So I would know basically that I don't want to waste my time in that section because the whole year they've only hit 1 home run there. These are baseballs from San Diego 4 days ago, 2 days ago.
그가 이번 시즌에 수집한 공은 대략 600여 개. 이 기록들은 블로그를 통해 매일매일 팬들에게 공개된다. 마치 메이저리그 선수가 전적을 공개하듯 말이다.
I stay with friends a lot of the time when I'm on the road. And when I buy tickets, I'm usually buying the cheapest ticket in the stadium. And then I try to maneuver around from there. So in a typical season, I'll spend a few $1,000s going to baseball games. This year, I've gone to more games than I've ever gone to, so I've spent more money. In a typical season, maybe I'll spend $3,000 going to baseball games. If you count all the travel, the tickets, maybe $5,000. It's really an investment.
And so today should be 24. There it is. In every stadium, I've been holding up this sign, making a face, like a funny face that kind of indicates how I feel. So if I'm at a stadium that I don't like, it'll be sort of like, you know. And if it's a great stadium, so I have to figure out, you know, how I feel about Comerica Park.
준비를 마치고 설레는 마음으로 경기장으로 향하는 잭. 누가 시킨 것도 아닌 사서 하는 고생이지만 발걸음만은 가볍다. 차 안에서도 그의 연구는 계속된다. 과연 오늘은 또 어떤 공을 잡게 될까? 오늘도 잭은 달린다.
Dude, what's going on, man? How are you, dude?
잭의 블로그를 통해 스케줄을 미리 한 열성 팬이 사인을 받겠다고 직접 경기장을 찾아왔다. 디트로이트 타이거즈의 홈구장인 이곳은 지난 2000년 개장해 도심 속 경기장으로 사랑받고 있다. 잭에게는 이번이 두 번째 방문. 슬슬 사냥 준비에 나서는 잭. 역시 옷을 먼저 갈아입는다. 연습하는 선수들을 공략하기 위해서다. 순조롭게 첫 번째 골 사냥에 성공.
First ball of the day, first ball in Detroit in like 8 years. Love it, love it. I'm just making some notes of how I got that ball. So it's my first ball of the day. Jose Mijares threw it to me. So number 1 is first ball, Jose Mijares. I just wrote RF, right field line, like the foul line, and that's what number baseball it is for my collection, number 5,592. So, you know, hopefully I'll get a few more today. You know, we'll see how it goes.
한쪽에선 잭의 공 사냥이 계속되고 있다.
Thanks very much. And there it is.
어린이들을 위해 내부에 놀이기구까지 설치하고 철저히 팬 중심의 서비스를 제공하는 경기장. 미국인들의 국민 오락 야구의 인기가 시들지 않는 요인 중 하나일 것이다. 경기장은 후끈 달아오르고 있다. 공사냥을 위해 잭이 고안한 글러브를 이용한 방법. 주로 손에 잡히지 않는 파울볼을 잡는 데 이용된다. 과연 성공할 수 있을까?
I just dropped my ball.
역시 백발백중이다. 의기양양한 잭. 곧바로 옆에 있던 어린이에게 선물한다.
I give baseballs to kids every game I go to, 2 or 3 or 4 balls usually. It's just a nice thing to do. I catch a bunch, I keep some, I give some away, you know, it's just part of how I enjoy the games.
21년간 쌓은 야구에 대한 지식은 헛되지 않았다. 영역은 넓어졌고 이젠 야구 칼럼니스트로도 활동하는 잭. 오늘은 필라델피아 도서관의 강연회에 강사로 초청받았다.
Hey, welcome back. Thank you.
Our first speaker, 잭햄플, has turned his obsession into a vocation at Major League Baseball stadiums, including our own, and he is the author of How to Snag Major League Baseballs and one of my favorite books, Watching Baseball Smarter. 잭햄플, and then we'll move on to Neil. Zach, would you like to join us?
In 1996, Charlie Sheen purchased an entire left field pavilion at an Angels game, more than 2,600 seats. And the reason why he did that is because he was so determined to catch a home run ball that he wanted to eliminate all the competition. Okay? And unfortunately for Mr. Sheen, it didn't work. He had all of left field to himself, no baseballs hit out there. That I love so much about
사람들이 그에게 주목하는 이유. 바로 평범함이 주는 큰 울림이 아닐까.
You know, it started off as just a childhood dream and then turned into a dorky hobby from there, and now look what it's turned into. I guess it's a dorky adult hobby, but I went to my first game when I was 6 and I didn't catch a ball. I went with my dad. It was bat day at Yankee Stadium in 1984. And I caught my first ball when I was 12 at batting practice, and it was such a thrill. My dad described that moment years later as a baby shark tasting blood for the first time. And you know, when you're young and you experience something great, you just want to do it over and over and over.
평범한 사람이 이룬 성공에는 피와 땀이 필수 요소임을 사람들은 잘 알고 있기 때문이다.
Raising money for charity by catching these balls. I've pretty much been getting people to pledge a little bit of money, anywhere from like a penny per ball up to $1 per ball, for every ball that I catch over the course of a season at Major League games, batting practice included. And the money goes to a charity that's actually based here in Pennsylvania called Pitch In for Baseball. And that charity provides softball and baseball equipment to underprivileged kids all over the world.
강의를 마치자 그와 대화를 하고 싶다는 한 남자가 다가온다. 자신을 미국 장로교 목사라고 소개하는데
And I was reading a Christian book and I looked in the bibliography and all these Christian books, and there was one book that was totally different, How to Snag Major League Baseballs by a guy named Zach Campbell. The point that this guy was making was if Christians could be as committed to Jesus Christ and working for the kingdom of God as Zach is to catch Major League Baseballs, we'd turn the world upside down in a positive way.
Tell Jacob that number is my current.
자신을 넘어 누군가에게 희망의 아이콘이 되고 있는 잭햄플.
Up to the second. Oh, cool. Thanks so much. What's up? Hey, Max, is that you? Are you a big baseball fan? Cool.
특히 아이들에게 꿈과 희망을 전해주는 일을 하고 싶은 것이 남은 소망이라고 한다.
During the game. Damn, it must have been packed there too. Did you catch it on the fly or did it like rat?
We were visiting my cousin. So in his company, the dad's company had box seats.
Nice. I like how this story is going so far.
It over the net.
In a glove? Barehanded on the fly? This kid's a superstar right here.
I've caught a foul ball before, and I wanted to learn how to get better at catching foul balls, and I really like baseball.
최근 자신의 직업을 하나 더 추가했다. 바로 사회활동가다.
Hey, what's up?
Zach, nice to meet you.
Tom. It's great to meet you.
He's just like, I trust you, Tom.
그가 경기장에서 공 한 개를 잡을 때마다 후원자들이 일정 기부금을 이 재단으로 보낸다.
Or you know what? Maybe it's just better organized.
It's probably better.
Wow.
I think last time you're here, they're probably on the ground. Yeah, you know, it was like one of my first days here.
모아진 기부금은 저소득층과 제3세계 유소년 야구팀을 지원하는 데 쓰인다.
They're very old. Some of the things are worn off.
지난 5월까지 약 1,800만 원이 모금됐다.
We try to use anything that's safe and in a playable condition. So when we get stuff donated, this here is perfect instance where it's not cracked, it's not dented, the handle's still in good shape, but it's just a little bit old.
이것은 단순한 야구공과 야구방망이가 아니다. 제3세계 어린이들에게 꿈과 희망이 될 것이다.
All throughout Asia, and all throughout South America, all throughout Africa, all throughout Europe. So this here is a thank you letter made from a little league in Macedonia. You can see wrote here about the baseball donation that they made, signed it their name, and it's really gratifying to see their baseballs, and they write it out really nicely. And
자신의 재능으로 다른 사람을 돕게 됐다는 것이 처음에는 믿기지 않았다.
get it ready to be shipped out.
자신이 야구를 통해 꿈을 키웠듯 멀리 얼굴도 모르는 아이들이 이 야구공과 글러브를 통해 꿈을 키울 수 있기를 바란다. 막연하게나마 또 한 번의 인생의 전환점을 고민 중이라는 잭. 구체화되진 않았지만 어린이를 위한 일이 될 거라고 한다.
Every baseball that he collects throughout the year, people donate based on that, and it gets those people donate to Pitch for Baseball. And with the money that we use that or gets donated from Zach Hampel's charity work, it goes towards buying new equipment, goes towards shipping costs, and it goes towards just running the operations. Zach's been a big help past couple years, stepping up big time with all the baseballs he collected.
건강한 미국의 기부 문화. 후원자들에 대한 보답으로 잭은 바쁜 시간을 쪼개 정기적으로 이곳에 들르고 있다.
Okay.
주말 오후 그의 아파트를 찾았다. 잭은 오늘도 또 분주하다. 경기장을 가는 것도 아닌 것 같은데 무슨 일일까? 도착한 곳은 맨해튼 작가 모임.
39th floor, then take stairs one flight up.
좋은 책을 쓰기 위해 잭이 주도하고 있는 모임이다.
The host to begin. So do you want to start us off, and then we'll go counterclockwise so as not to put you on the spot.
He's our leader. Zach's a great guy. Zach's very funny. Like I can always turn to him when I need to talk about a personal issue of any sort. I can turn to him when I need a good laugh or I want to tell a funny joke, and I can share ideas with him.
이렇게 바쁘게 다니다 보니 식사는 매번 이렇게 해결한다.
A few times a day, once a week, just whenever I'm hungry. Gotta keep something with me.
누군가에게는 힘들게 보일 수도 있지만 자신은 행복하다고 말하는 잭. 그의 바쁜 걸음을 쫓다 보니 잭의 행복은 어디에서 오는 것인지 문득 궁금해진다.
I do not own a car. Yeah, it's just subway, walking, occasional taxi, a bus. My mom has a car, so I can use that sometimes. I don't know, you don't really need a car if you live in New York City. So, but then of course you have to deal with like really crowded subway platforms.
평범한 33살 젊은이의 삶 대신 조금은 특별한 삶을 살아가는 잭.
We have a 3-strike rule. Take 3. Broken on the bottom? Take 3.
잭의 행복의 해답은 바로 그의 등 뒤에 있는 것은 아닐까.
Love them, man.
You understand how they work with the numbers on the back?
Yeah. I noticed. And you're gonna have to get like an extra large shirt to start putting it.
Do you have a T-shirt?
각자 다르게 쓰여진 숫자들. 바로 자신이 잡은 공의 숫자이다.
One, what is this business? One.
앞만 보고 달려가는 사람들은 자기가 어디로 가는지 알 수 없다고 불평한다. 하지만 세상에 헛된 일은 없다. 자기 눈엔 보이지 않지만 등 뒤에 쓰여진 저 커다란 숫자가 당신의 노력을 말해줄 것이니까. 오늘도 새로운 경기가 시작되려나 보다. 그리고 잭의 도전도 계속된다.
My dad was a ball boy for a minor league team way back in 1939, and he told me that after games, the teams would give him all the old baseballs, and he must have had hundreds of them. And when I was little, I said, well, all right, where are they? Let's go play with them. Let's do something. And he said, well, I didn't save them. I didn't know I was going to have a kid someday who was going to be obsessed with baseball. So it was just like, ugh. So maybe in some subconscious way, my whole collection is like making up for that loss in childhood.
우연히 파울볼을 잡을 확률은 산술적으로는 0.16%에 불과하다고 한다. 정확한 통계와 기록을 통한 철저한 분석, 그리고 실전과 이론의 완벽한 조화가 오늘의 잭햄플을 만들었다. 그리고 그는 또 다른 꿈을 키우고 있다.
I'd love to have a TV show, like a baseball travel kids TV show, and I'm kind of working on developing ideas and pitching that.
호기심이 취미로, 그리고 다시 직업으로, 이제는 남을 돕게까지 된 야구공 수집. 그의 성공담은 우리에게 많은 생각을 하게 만든다. 무조건 1등만 살아남는 경쟁의 시대. 다양한 가능성과 가치 존중은 모두가 행복하게 살 수 있는 첫걸음이 된다는 것이다. 이제 우리도, 그리고 우리의 자녀가 한국판 잭햄플에 도전해보는 건 어떨까?